And a very warm welcome here to the Tongaat Indoor Sports Centre in Durban on the east coast of South Africa as the action continues here in the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship Qualification Tournament. And coming right up now, we have the first of the women's semi-finals with the host nation South Africa taking on their neighbours from Zimbabwe. South Africa had a convincing victory over Zimbabwe in the pool stages, but obviously on a day like today, semi-final encounter like this, any team can win on the day. So South Africa's Sasol Amawila girls will be looking to drive this one home and secure their berth in tomorrow's final. Today, of course, is the knockout stages of this tournament, and coming up after this encounter between South Africa and Zimbabwe, we will bring you the North African derby clash for the first men's semi-final between the team from Morocco and the team from Egypt. That will be followed by the second women's semi-final, the Algerians versus the Kenyans, and the final semi-final of the day sees the undefeated Algerian men's side take on the host nation South Africa. And we do hope that you will tune in and watch these matches with us and enjoy the wheelchair basketball coming to you here from Durban in South Africa. All set to play now in this first semi-final. Dudu Gwaza for South Africa will tip off against Juliet Mutahiri, and Mutahiri knocks it to Zimbabwe number 5, Constance Makawaru. She finds Moline Musa. Zimbabwe trying to open the scoring, but the wayward shot there by Juliet Mutamhiri doesn't drop, and South Africa will have the put-in from the baseline. Ball now with Miska Kamladin. She passes it into the key towards Dudu Gwaza. She's unable to hold on to it, but the referee has stopped the play. Alternating possession call, and South Africa will remain on the attack. And Mandisa Happy Face Mkungo plays the ball into Kamaldeen, and she finds the South African number 6 there, Kelebokhele Moeng. South Africa now get up and running in this game, and Zimbabwe now will look to hit straight back with Moline Musa. Musa throws up a wild attempt at a shot there, and South Africa pick up the rebound. And number 8 for South Africa is Danao Masemi, and she converts, and South Africa out to an early lead of 4 points, and they will look to keep the momentum going in this first quarter. Ball now is with Moline Musa for Zimbabwe. Plays it across to the Zimbabwean number 11, Juliet Mutamhiri. She plays it to Constance Makawaru. Back to Moline Musa. Throws up the shot as the shot clock hits the 2-second mark. Doesn't drop, and away comes Dudu Gwaza, the locally based Durban player. And she finds Kelebokhele Moeng. Back to Dudu Gwaza, and Dudu Gwaza unable to convert. Rebound picked up by Juliet Mutamhiri. Mutamhiri brings it into the South African half, and Danao Mosimi there doing some good defensive work and prevents Mutahiri from progressing further, but knocks the ball out. Zimbabwe will have the inbound ball. Passes it to the number 5 for Zimbabwe, Constant Makawaru, but she's unable to convert. Gwaza now brings the ball up, plays it in to Danaya Mosemi, back to Gwaza. She penetrates the key, looking to get the shot up, manages to do so, but the rebound is collected there by Moline Musa. Stoppage as the commissioner calls the referee to the table. It appears as though there might be a situation of overpoints here on the South African team. Commissioner just verifying this, and the table officials confirm that the points on the court are correct. And just for those of you that are not quite familiar with the classification system here of wheelchair basketball, every player has a classification rating based on the type of disability, and at any one time on the court, those points cannot exceed 14. So South Africa with Miska Kamaldeen brings the ball up, and coach James Nteta calls for the timeout, with South Africa now 4-0 up in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 16 seconds to play. Right, South Africa back on the attack with Miska Kamaldeen, and tries to get it across to Moeng, but ball deflected into the path of Mkungo, and she finds Danaya Mosemi. Mosemi working her way in, and she'll put up the shot as the shot clock buzzer goes, but got that shot away in time. And South Africa now 6, Zimbabwe 0. Zimbabwe now with Moline Musa trying to get past Moeng, unable to do so, but gets the pass out to Juliet Mutamhiri, and the rebound picked up by Moline Musa. Good work though by Dudu Gwaza, steals the ball. Moeng will find Mkungo. Mkungo has the support of 3 players. She passes it to Mosemi, who finds Kamaldeen, and Miska Kamaldeen will convert for South Africa, and pulling out now to an 8-point lead with 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Pass from the Zimbabweans eventually finds the number 8, Moline Majoni, and she finds her namesake, Moline Musa. Musa will put up a uncontrolled shot, and Dudu Gwaza picks it up, and away goes Kelebohile Moeng, and Kelebohile converts, and South Africa now racing into a 10-point lead with just over half the first quarter still to play. Moline Musa plays the ball across to Moline Majoni, number 11 for Zimbabwe, the Glenda Juliet Mutamhiri, unable to convert, has another attempt. Rebound there, picked up by the tall Zimbabwean number 5, Constance Makuwaro. But in the meantime, the ball rolls out of play, and South Africa will have the put-in. And coming into the game for South Africa will be number 15, Felile Langa, and off comes Miska Kamaldeen. Dudugwaza brings up the ball for South Africa. Plays it to Moeng. Moeng will have to be careful so that she's not blown up for the 3 seconds, but she gets out the key in time. Passes it to Deneo Wasemi and tries to find Dudugwaza, but the ball, the South Africans didn't get the shot up in time, and the Zimbabweans now will come away with it. Moline Musa, pass there by Moline Majoni is wayward, and away comes Dudugwaza, finds Felile Langa, and she converts. South Africa 12, Zimbabwe 0. South Africa now pressing the Zimbabweans, and Moline Musa will try and pick up the possession. Good work there by Deneo Musemi, but she's unable to hold on to it, and Zimbabwe will have the put-in. Moline Musa for Zimbabwe finds Juliet Mutamhiri. Shot goes up. Dudugwaza picks it up, launches the ball across the halfway line to Kelebogile Moeng, and she will convert, and in the process is fouled by the Zimbabwean captain Moline Musa. Referee Celine Villat confirming the basket count, and Moeng will attempt to convert this free throw. Puts it up, but it doesn't drop, and Zimbabwe now will try work their way into the South African half and get themselves on the board with 3 minutes 38 to play here in this first quarter here in the Tongaat Indoor Sports Centre in Durban. Calling all basketball fans out there to come and support this knockout stage of the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship qualification. Tickets are free, no need for tickets, just come down and support this fantastic wheelchair basketball event. In the meantime, Congo for South Africa finds Langa. Langa puts it up, doesn't drop, picks up a rebound twice, and unfortunately for South Africa, Deneo Musemi unable to hold on to it, and Zimbabwe will have the possession. Moline Musa for Zimbabwe. Juliet Mutamiri, shot clock was running down, and puts it up again. Moeng picks up the rebound. Dudugwaza, she will find Deneo Musemi, passes across to Felile Langa, and Langa's unable to convert. Moline Musa will pick it up for Zimbabwe just inside their half, but is unable to hold on to it. Moeng passes it to Mkungo, and Mandisa Mkungo puts up the shot, doesn't drop, and Felile Langa and Moline Musa will scramble to pick up the loose ball. Bit scrappy at the moment, and Musa will pick it up on the halfway line for Zimbabwe, but throws possession away once more, and Moeng finds Musimi, but she's unable to convert. We certainly hope that you are enjoying these live feeds of the 2017 IWBF Afro World Qualification Tournament here from Durban in South Africa. And keep those comments coming on this live feed. We will try and acknowledge you, and or if you have any questions, put them to us, and we will try and get those answers for you. Welcoming all our friends from across the world, and a special welcome to everybody watching from Zimbabwe. Felile Langa plays it to Danao Musimi and into Maweng. Maweng's shot is unable to fall. Musimi there doing good defensive work on Marlene Musa, and she passes the ball to Glenda Svotete. And the Zimbabwean is fouled by the South African Felile Langa, and Zimbabwe will pick up possession. And Zimbabwe turn the ball over needlessly there. Mix up between number 11 Glenda, number 11 Juliet Motamhiri, and the number 10 Glenda Svotete. Stoppage in play as the Moroccan referee warns the Zimbabwe coach that one of the players had left the court illegally, and if that happens again, the Zimbabweans will incur a technical foul. And in the meantime, Kelebogile Maweng gets in, puts up the shot, and referee Céline Valette from France indicates that the basket will count, and Maweng will go to the line for yet another free throw. South Africa 16, Zimbabwe still to open their account in this encounter. Unsuccessful there, picked up by Marlene Musa, but great defensive work there by the South Africans, enforces the turnover, and Maweng is back in. Puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Second shot doesn't drop. Eventually Dudu Gwaza picks up, cleans up for the South Africans, and they're out to an 18-point lead with 37 seconds left in this first quarter here at the Tongaat Indoor Sports Centre. Good hustle there by Danao Musimi on the Zimbabwean number 8 Marlene Majoni, and the alternating possession call will allow Zimbabwe to maintain the possession. Marlene Musa for Zimbabwe, the captain, works her way in as one of the South African players effects a great defensive play on her own player, and it opens the key for the Zimbabweans to open their accounts just as the buzzer sounds for the end of that first quarter. So the host nation, South Africa, the Cecil Amawila girls, off to a good start here in this first semi-final, and they lead at the end of the break 18 points to 2, and we'll be back for the second quarter in a couple of minutes. All right, action about to get underway again for the start of the second quarter, and a shout out to Stephanie Gagny from IWBF in the UK, tuning in to watch our First Ladies semi-final, and Felile Langa for South Africa will find Linda Bosele, and she puts up the shot, and the ball will rebound off the number 11 for Zimbabwe, Juliet Mutamhiri. Bosele picks up the pass from Felile Langa, but all getting a bit scrappy there as South Africa unable to control it, and the Zimbabweans will try and get past the South African press, and they are unable to do so, and are called for the 8-second violation. Of course, a team has 8 seconds to get their ball from the backcourt into the front court, and the likes of Zimbabwe and Kenya have struggled in both the men's and, well, specifically the Kenyans in the men's competition, but in the women's competition, Zimbabwe and Kenya have really struggled to get the ball out of their own half on occasions. In the meantime, Linda Bosele for South Africa tries to convert, doesn't go, and Zimbabwe will have another chance to get across their half and mount an attack on the South African girls. Once again, we would like to give a special thank you to our major sponsor Sasol for their continued support of wheelchair basketball in South Africa, and they are the people that have made it possible for us to bring you these live feeds here from Durban in South Africa, and we really do appreciate your continued support. And then Zimbabwe, Moline Musa isn't able to collect the pass and get the shot up as the 24 shot clock violation buzzer sounds, and South Africa now with Felile Langa brings the ball up, passes it into the key where she finds Linda Bosele, but she's unable to hold on to it. Dudu Gwaza and Moline Musa scrapping for the ball, but the Moroccan referee has called the foul on Dudu Gwaza, and Zimbabwe will try to get into the South African half. Mandy Musa plays it across to Glenda Svotete. Svotete gives it to Juliet Mutamhiri. Mutamhiri throws a wild pass come shot towards the basket, and it doesn't come anywhere near, and South Africa dominating in this point of the game with 2 minutes played here in this second quarter. Felile Langa finds Linda Bosele. She finds Langa again and plays it back to Bosele. Shot goes up, but she is fouled in the meantime. Foul there on the Zimbabwean Moline Majoni, and Linda Bosele will go to the line for 2 free throws. First attempt, no good. Second shot also doesn't fall for her, and Zimbabwe through Moline Musa come away with it, and an opportunity for them to put some points on the board, and a bit of a rushed attempt there by Glenda Zvutete, and once again unable to convert. Gwaza now finds Bosele for South Africa, plays it across to Langa, Back to Gwaza. She battles to gain control, but is fouled there by Zimbabwe's number 11, and that was Juliet Mutarini. Shot goes up by Langa. And away goes Moline Musa now. And she will try and get points on the board, but a very rushed shot once again. And ball ricochets off the chair of South Africa's number 9, Lungile Ndlela, who's on the court now. Moline Musa with 9 seconds on the shot clock. Good work there by the Zimbabwean number 10, Glenda Zvatete. She spins around, puts a shot up, but unfortunately for Zimbabwe, not to be. And the ball will ricochet out off the South African, and Zimbabwe still on the attack. Moline Musa looks at the shot clock, sees that it's down to 4, throws up a speculative shot there, and South Africa will pick up possession just inside their half, and we have 6 minutes 22 to play in this first half of the first semi-final of the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship qualification tournament semi-final here in South Africa, in the city of Durban. Langa puts up the shot, doesn't drop, picked up by Juliet Mutarini. Finds Moline Musa for Zimbabwe. She's closely watched there by Lungile Ndlela. Good work by the small South African player there, Mandisa Happy Face Mkungo. And the shot clock now at 2, and Zimbabwe will not be able to get up the shot. And that will give opportunity now for the South African captain, Ketiwe Happiness Zulu, to enter the game for the first time, and she will replace Felile Langa. And Lela now with the ball, brings it up for South Africa. Finds Zulu. Zulu finds Busele, although she can't hold on to it, and the ball is knocked out of play by Glenda Zvatete of Zimbabwe. South Africa ball. Dudu Gwaza puts up a shot, doesn't drop. It's all got a bit scrappy right here in the second quarter, as both sides are struggling to take their chances, and the Zimbabwean coach will bring on their number 14, Ratidzo Tomo, as well as their number 15, Tandiwe Nglovu. Zulu puts up the shot, doesn't drop, picked up by Mandy Dube, who passes it to her number 8 there, Marlene Majoni, but South Africa come away with it. Good work though by Nglovo as she intercepts. Linda Boselli will look to play in Dudu Gwaza. She does. And Gwaza will try and make sure, puts up the shot, and at last we have some points now in this second quarter. It feels like there hasn't been a basket in this quarter, so we'll be relieved to see South Africa now 20 points, Zimbabwe 2. Another wayward attempt there by the Zimbabwean ladies, and Juliet Mutarini was forced into that shot as the shot clock was down to the 6-second mark. South Africa substitution, Busele will come off, and in comes Kelebokhele Moeng, and Mandisa Nkongo will come off, and she's replaced by Daneo Mosemi. Katiwe Zulu plays it back to Moeng. She will look to mount an attack here and try and extend South Africa's lead to 20 points with 4 minutes left in this first half. Dudu Gwaza puts up the shot, unsuccessful. The ball goes out of bounds off Gwaza's chair, and Zimbabwe have the possession. Tandiwe Ndlovu plays it to Rotitso Tomo. Marlene Musa to Ndlovu. Ndlovu thinks about the shot, puts it up anyway, and once again not able to trouble the ring, and South Africa will try and extend their lead to 20 points. Ndlela brings up the ball, passes it to Dudu Gwaza. Gwaza casually rolls into the key and puts up the shot, but in the process, referee Celine Villette of France calls the foul on Marlene Musa, the number 9 for Zimbabwe, the captain. And Dudu Gwaza will go to the line for 2 free throws. First one unsuccessful, but she'll have another attempt to extend the lead to 19 points. Puts up the attempt and converts it. So South Africa 21, Zimbabwe 2, with 3 minutes 20 to play here in this first half of the first women's semi-final of the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship Qualification Tournament. Ndlovu for Zimbabwe. Back to her from her teammate Majosi, and Marlene Musa picks up the rebound, tries to convert, and Kelebogile Moeng for South Africa will try and extend their lead to 21 points, but is unable to do so, and the rebound is picked up by the Zimbabwean Juliet Mutarini. But her pass across the court is picked up by Ndlela for South Africa. Ndlela doing some good work there, but it's called for the travelling violation. Of course, players are only allowed to push on their chairs 2 pushes, and then they have to bounce the basketball, and on that occasion Ndlela pushed it for the 3rd time, and the referee called her for the travel violation. Marlene Musa for Zimbabwe. Shot clock at 2. She has to throw it up. Hits the ring. Dudu Gwaza picks it up to Danao Masemi, and she will attack the basket and converts for South Africa. And Danao Masemi is having a good game here this morning in Durban, and South Africa out to a 23 points to 2 lead, and we have 1 minute 30 to play in this first half. Musa for Zimbabwe, trying to get past Dudu Gwaza, unable to do so, so she turns around and will have to once again put up a wayward shot as the shot clock runs down. Musimi finds Gwaza. She passes the ball out to Lungeli Ndlela, and she is unable to convert there, and Tandiwe Ndlovu picks up the ball and is fouled by Danao Musimi, and Zimbabwe with 56 seconds left in this first half will try and get the ball into their opponent's half, but South Africa making it really difficult. And Kelebogile Moeng reaches in there, and the foul is called on her. Okay, just about ready to get back after the Zimbabwean there. Nyasha Obudu is correction, Marlene Musa. And Zimbabwe shot goes up, and there's nobody for the Zimbabweans to clean up that attempt. And once again, South Africa with Dudu Gwaza tries to find Musimi, but good anticipation there by the number 14 for Zimbabwe, Tomo, and Zimbabwe struggle once again to maintain possession. Dudu Gwaza finds Moeng. She throws the ball over her head. No look pass towards Ndlela, but the Zimbabweans pick up the possession. Juliet Mutirini makes a bit of a mess of that, and with 1.5 second to play here in this first half, a comedy of errors between the two South Africans as Musimi looked to play it to Dudu Gwaza, but as she released the ball, Gwaza turned her back on her, and end of the first half here. South Africa lead 23 points to 2, and the Zimbabweans really struggling at this stage, but in the same breath, South Africa also made a bit of a meal of it in that second quarter, with very little points scored between both of those teams in that second quarter. So at halftime here from Durban in South Africa at the Tongaat Indoor Sports Centre, we have South Africa 23, Zimbabwe 2, and we will be back for the second half in about 14 minutes. Don't go away, folks. A great day of basketball action coming to you from Durban in this 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship Qualification Tournament. And we are now live here, back with the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship Qualification Tournament. And we are into the second half here of the first women's semi-final. South Africa leading 25 points to 2, and Zimbabwe with possession. Number 14 for Zimbabwe is Ratitso Tomo, and she looks to find Juliet Mutarini, and Mutarini converts for the Zimbabweans, and Miska Kamaldeen finds Moeng. Moeng converts, and South Africa lead 27 points to 4, and 2 minutes played here in this third quarter of the first women's semi-final, and the Zimbabwean captain Musa tries to find one of her compatriots, but the South African Moeng intercepts, and Musimi intercept, and South Africa will mount another attack. Moeng is getting back onto her chair, and South Africa will inbound it with Miska Kamaldeen. She will pick the pass up from Musimi to Dudugwaza. She puts up the shot, doesn't fall for her, and South Africa will work hard to keep the Zimbabweans out. Good work by Kamaldeen, but the number 8 for Zimbabwe, Majani, working well herself, finds Musa. Musa to Ndlovu. Ndlovu thinks about the shot, spins, but puts Musa under pressure for the shot clock, but gets it away just in time. And South Africa steal the ball, and Musa will have the inbound after Moline Musa knocks the ball out of play. Eight-second call on the South African team there. Seemed a very quick count there by the Egyptian referee. Nonetheless, Zimbabwe will grab that with both hands and try and convert, but Juliet Mutarini is unable to do so. Once again, welcome to all our viewers tuning into this broadcast from around the world, and especially a shout out to everybody watching from Zimbabwe. We do hope you're enjoying this live feed of the 2017 IWBF Afro World Qualification Tournament in Durban, South Africa. And a big thank you to the production team here at the TV Sports and News Productions, and making it all possible for you to be part of this action, as Dudugwaza for South Africa extends the lead now 27 to 4. South Africa with 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Moline Musa loses her balance, throws the ball away, and Congo picks up the ball for South Africa. Mandisa happy face from Congo, the South African number 12, manages to hold her own in the South African Men's League, has previously played in the Premier competition, that's the league here in South Africa, the Supersport Wheelchair Basketball Series, and she had a successful season with the Wheelchair Marlins a couple of seasons back. So, and Kelebogile Moeng converts, and the South Africans have a 31 points to 4 win. And Congo, the number 12 for South Africa, also was an all-star at the 2015 African champs in Algeria. So she's a girl with much ability, much talent, and of course much experience. So good work by Masemi as she knocks the ball out of Ndlovo's hand, and Zimbabwe now. Musa passes it to number 8. Majoni to Musa. Shot clock at 2. Musa trying to get in, but she won't, as the shot clock buzzer sounds, and South Africa will try and extend their lead now to 29 points if they can convert here. Miska Kamaldeen for South Africa. No look pass to Moeng. Doesn't collect, and Ndlovu will find Marlene Musa. Musa will check back and will look to put up the shot, but not sure if we can really call that a shot. More like a Hail Mary, and South Africa on the attack once more. Moeng to Kamaldeen, and she will not convert, but the rebound falls to Dudu Gwaza, who uses some strength there to pluck the ball away from the Zimbabwean number 11, Juliet Motorini. Good work though by the Zimbabweans to get across the half court, and committed stuff there by South Africa's number 8, Daneo Masemi. Welcoming everybody to this live broadcast. Shout out to Janice Williams, as well as the Moroccan referee Yusuf, as well as Sheikh Mopeng. And we hope you guys are enjoying this broadcast, and I know our Moroccan referee Yusuf will be joining me in the commentary box hopefully in the next game. And South Africa pick up possession once more. Gwaza trying to fight to keep the ball in play, but the ball wins the race, and Zimbabwe will have the put in from the baseline. Zimbabwe with the number 6, Mandy Dube. Moeng for South Africa to Masemi. Masemi will put up the shot. It doesn't drop, and Juliet Motorini picks up the rebound, hands it over to Mandy Dube. She finds Musa. Ball tipped away by Dudu Gwaza, and she works to keep it in play, manages to do so, and South Africa will launch yet another counter-attack, but the pass from Gwaza put Moeng under pressure, and good work there by Marlene Majoni as she finds her namesake Marlene Musa, and Mandy Dube now for Zimbabwe. Doesn't drop, and South Africa through Moeng. She'll look to find to Kamaldeen, and Kamaldeen, Miska Kamaldeen will convert for South Africa, and South Africa have a 29-point lead, with the score now 33 to South Africa, 4 to Zimbabwe. 2 minutes 10 to play here in the third quarter of this first women's semi-final. And South Africa will bring onto the court Aviwe Ngoni, and Dudu Gwaza will take a breather. Congo finds Moeng. She fakes the shot and then eventually gets it up, but it doesn't drop for her. But the Zimbabwean Tandiwe Ndlovu rolls out of bounds, and South Africa will have the put-in to try and extend their lead to 31 points. It's worth noting that the Zimbabwean team left Zimbabwe as in the midst of the political situation that was developing in Zimbabwe earlier this week, and they were unable to bring their own wheelchairs as they were concerned that what was going to happen, and so Wheelchair Basketball South Africa has let them use some of their chairs. So obviously the Zimbabwean players are not playing in their own personal chairs, so it can be quite difficult for a player that's not used to a chair, as most of the time the chair is specifically crafted for the players. And nonetheless, it's good to see the Zimbabwean ladies making it to the tournament, and Moeng converts for South Africa. South Africa have a 30-point lead now. Number 4 for Zimbabwe is Margaret Shate. She finds Mandy Dube, and Dube unable to hold on to the possession. And all right, Mosemi now. Fast. Oh, sorry, that's Ndlela. Ndlela will find Moeng to Mosemi, but she is unable to collect as the Zimbabwean number 8 there. Moline Majoni tips the ball out, and South Africa with just over a minute to play. Miska Kamaldeen to Mkonga. Moeng puts up the shot with the shot clock sounding, and the ball bounces back out of bounds, and South Africa will have the possession. With the clock winding down here in this third quarter, 32 seconds left to play. South Africa leading 34 points to 4. Miska Kamaldeen converts, and South Africa 36, Zimbabwe 4. 20 seconds to play here. Can Zimbabwe mount one last attack and get some points on the board? But South Africa putting them under pressure, and they will have the attempt to make the final play of this third quarter. Mosemi finds Moeng. Moeng trying to get up the shot. She doesn't drop, and that will be the end of the third quarter. And so the South Africans 32-point advantage, with they will look to convert to finish this game strongly, and at the end of the third quarter we have South Africa 36, Zimbabwe 4. And once again, we would like to thank our major sponsor, Sasol, for their continued support of wheelchair basketball, and very much instrumental in us being able to bring you these live matches from the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship qualifiers. And of course, these tournaments rely on the support of the corporate sector, and we'd also like to thank the Hampshire Hotel for their hospitality and looking after the teams, and we do thank them for the support, and all transport is taken care of here at this 2017 qualifiers by Jared Travel and Tour. So big shout out to the sponsors, and we do appreciate it. All right, back to the action now with the fourth quarter underway, and South Africa will pick it up with the number 10, Aviwe Ngoni, and Ngoni will look to find the new player on the court for South Africa, which is Simpiwe Mkele, and the ball's deflected out of play, and South Africa will pick up the possession. Dudu Mzileni puts up the shot, doesn't drop. Rebound picked up by Juliet Mutarini. Musa tries to get some more points on the board for Zimbabwe, doesn't drop for her, and Mankele with possession for South Africa, plays it to Dudu Mzileni, the Durban-based player, and she converts, and now South Africa looking to run away to a very convincing victory here, and putting the Zimbabweans under pressure. Good anticipation there by Mosemi, and she drives into the key, and South Africa now 40, Zimbabwe 4. Musa finds the number 4, Margaret Shate, and she lays it off to Titsi Makoni, but unable to convert, and the ball ricochets off Mandisa Mkongo's chair, and Zimbabwe will have the put-in. 8 minutes 27 to play in this game, and just a reminder, folks, that the next game coming up is the first of the men's semi-finals between Egypt and Morocco. A cracker of a game it promises to be, so don't go far, as we will bring you that action as soon as this game is done. South Africa with Mkongo, drives in the baseline, almost finds Mankele, but Marlene Musa reaches in and knocks the ball away, and South Africa once again with the inbound possession. Ball played out to Dudu Mzileni. She finds Mosemi. Mosemi unable to connect, and Marlene Musa will pick it up for Zimbabwe. South Africa putting the Zimbabweans under pressure, but Musa doing some good work to break free. And can Zimbabwe get a shot up before the 24 shot clock violation? 7 seconds, 6 seconds on the shot clock. It doesn't look like they're going to manage to do so, but Musa throws up some form of a shot, but it doesn't go, and South Africa will bring up the ball with Mandisa Happy Face Mkongo, and she will inbound it to Dudu Mzileni, the Cecil Amawila girls. 40, Zimbabwe 4. What can Mzileni do? She finds Aviwe Ngoni, and Ngoni converts, and South Africa up to a 38-point lead with 7 minutes left in this game. And immediately the Amawila girls put the Zimbabwean under pressure with a full court press. Can Marlene Musa find a way out? She does. She finds Mandy Dube. Mandy Dube into the South African half. Plays it to Shate. She finds Musa. And can Zimbabwe get some points on the board? They can't. And the rebound falls to Mosemi. She finds Mkongo to Aviwe Ngoni. Ngoni looks to play Mankele, and Mankele will put up the shot. South Africa now 40 points in the lead with 6 minutes 24 to play in this first women's semi-final here at the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship Qualification Tournament. Marlene Musa for Zimbabwe, and Great defensive pressure there by the Cecil Amawila girls as they force the Zimbabwean side into the 8-second violation. And just a reminder for all of you that might not be familiar with the rules, each team has 8 seconds to get their basketball from their backcourt into the front court. So good defensive work there by the Cecil Amawila girls. Substitution for Zimbabwe, and Mandy Dube will go off, and on comes Nyasha Abudu, the number 7 for Zimbabwe. Ball tipped out by Juliet Mutarini, and South Africa will inbound with 5 minutes 57 left in this first semi-final. South Africa will look to maintain this momentum going into the final tomorrow, where they will most likely meet the powerful Algerian side. But can Dudu Mzileni extend their lead? And she does. So with just over 5.5 minutes to play, South Africa turning the screw on their neighbours Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe unable to keep on to possession right now. Shate, once again, 8 seconds violation called on the Zimbabweans, and South Africa will inbound the ball at the halfway line. Big welcome to former IWBF referee in the UK, Bob Banya. Good to see you supporting and viewing the live feed here from Durban in South Africa, and a special welcome to the rest of the viewers tuning in from around the world to watch this, the first women's semi-final here in Durban at the Tongaat Indoor Sports Centre for the 2017 IWBF Afro World Championship qualification. And your commentator for the rest of the day is myself, Jerry Smith, and we hope you are enjoying all the action here from Durban. In the meantime, Zimbabwe trying to work something here so that they can put some more points on the board, but they draw the foul out of the South African Masemi, and that's her third foul. Zimbabwe now with the number 5, Constant Makawaro, but South Africa break, and Linda Bosele will drive into the lane, and she won't convert there, but Musimi picks up the rebound, finds Mkongo. Mkongo will play it back to Ngoni to Bosele. She sets herself, puts up a wild shot, and it doesn't drop, and the Zimbabweans will try and get out of their half, and the number 7 for Zimbabwe is Nyasha Abudu, and she's closely marked there by Musimi. Good work there by the South African Amawila girl, Daneo Musimi, and works with Bosele, who lays it out to Ngoni. She finds Dudu Mzileni, and Mzileni converts for South Africa. We just under 4 minutes to go in this match, and South Africa about to notch up a convincing victory in this first semi-final against Zimbabwe. And just a reminder that coming up immediately after this game is the first men's semi-final, and what a humdinger we are looking forward to as the North African teams from Morocco and from Egypt go head-to-head. Musimi converts for South Africa. South Africa now up to 50 points, and Zimbabwe 4. Morocco and Egypt played last night in the last of their pool stage clashes, with the Moroccans coming out victors. So the Egyptians will be looking to exact some kind of a revenge on their North African rivals, and we hoped that you all will enjoy this encounter. But in the meantime here, we have just under 3 minutes left of the first women's semi-final, and the Cecil Amawila girls from South Africa convincingly in the lead against the ladies from Zimbabwe. Mzeleni passes it to Bosele, but the quick hands there by Zimbabwe number 5, Constance Makawaru, enforces Bosele to tip the ball out of play. But once again, Zimbabwe unable to pick up. South Africa, Mzeleni will find Mngoni. She finds Linda Bosele, and she will convert. South Africa 52, Zimbabwe 4. 2 minutes 20 to play in this game. And the Zimbabwean number 7, Abudu, not concentrating. And Zimbabwe lose possession once again. Mzeleni trying to get the shot up, but is fouled by Constance Makawaru. And that will allow Zimbabwe now to make a substitution, and onto the court will come the captain, Marlene Musa, and she will replace the Zimbabwean number 12, Tsitsi Makoni, and also coming onto the court for Zimbabwe is Marlene Majani. Dudu Mzeleni puts up her first attempt, doesn't drop for her. Mzeleni once more, doesn't drop, and Bosele will pick up the rebound, tries to convert, but it doesn't go, and Musa picks up the rebound for Zimbabwe. But once again, possession lost, and the South African Aviwe Ngoni converts, and South Africa have a 50-point lead over their neighbors from Zimbabwe. 54 to South Africa, 4 to Zimbabwe. Mzeleni will play it to Musimi, and South Africa running riot at the moment. And Zimbabwe battling to control the ball at all, and Ngoni finds Mzeleni to Mkongo. She puts up the shot now, and the smallest player on the court converts, and the scoreboard in the stadium crashes, and the game will be delayed slightly as they try to get that resolved. A stoppage in play. So just a reminder, whilst they try and resolve that, the next game will be the Egyptians up against the Moroccans, and the Egyptians in the background there with Abdelaziz and the rest of his teammates will be up against the Moroccan side. And that game will come to you live from Durban at the Tongaat Indoor Sports Centre from 1300 South African time. And whilst the technical officials try to resolve the scoreboard, the referee from France, Céline Valette, calls for a timeout. So that gives us the opportunity to once again welcome all our viewers from across the world. It's good to see Donnie Smith, the Rico Pumas player, plays in the Supersport wheelchair basketball series in South Africa, watching this game. And good morning to WBSA President Mr. Craig Moorgas, and once again Wasman Glamini. Good to see you guys always watching these broadcasts, and the South African Cecil Amawila girls doing the nation proud, and they will book themselves a slot in tomorrow's final, and we'll have to wait and see who they will play against, as the second semi-final will come to you at 1500 today, where Algeria will take on Kenya. But all indications are that the Algerians will secure that berth, so we anticipate an Algeria-South Africa final tomorrow at 1500. And back to the action, and the Zimbabwean player number 8, Marlene Mjoni crosses back from the South African half into her own half, and that is a violation. So South Africa will regain possession with just over a minute to play in this first semi-final of the women's section. Dudu Mzeleni puts up the shot, doesn't fall. Rebound picked up by Linda Bosele, and she converts. And right now, South Africa 60, Zimbabwe 4, with about 50 seconds left to play. The stadium clock has gone down, so we are working off the clock on our live feed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's synced with the table, so the official clock will be what the table are using. So with roughly 40 seconds to play, Ngoni tries to find Bosele, and a scrappy play there, but Mzeleni picks it up, and Mzeleni is called for the 3-second violation. So with 30 seconds to play in this first semi-final, South Africa have a 62-point advantage over their neighbors from Zimbabwe. What can Zimbabwe come up with here? And the ball gets stuck under the chair there of the Zimbabwean number 7, Nyasha Abudu, and the jump ball is called, and out with the alternating possession. South Africa will try and get it over their half, but a wild pass there by Dudu Mzeleni. Offensive foul called on number 10 for Zimbabwe. That is Glenda Zwatete, and just confirming the game clock on the table has run down. So that's that is the end of the game, and South Africa have won by 60 points to 7 over their Zimbabwean counterparts, and they will now progress to the final tomorrow, and will most likely take up the challenge of the Algerian women. And well done to the Cecil Amawila girls for their convincing performance today, and congratulations to both teams in this tournament. Zimbabwe doing their nation proud, and we will now bring you the clash of the first semi-final between the teams from Egypt and Morocco. So we'll be back shortly, and we'll see you in a roughly 37 minutes. So from Durban, Jerry Smith signing out, and we'll be back shortly.